So there's this 19-year-old kid that won All-Met Rookie of the Year. He's a 19 points per game scorer. He has the potential to be an offensive system. He's an elite finisher and he plays like a pro. And his name is Dylan Harper. Welcome to Basketball Intuition. I'm your host, Ethan Simon. Today we're going to be talking about Dylan Harper. I'm not going to sit up here and tell you if he's going to be a star or not because only time will tell, but I can tell you what I've seen with my eyes and what the stats say. Today we're going to start with his frame and his build, and then we're going to go to the pick and roll and kind of just branch off from there. At the NBA Combine barefoot, Dylan Harper measured 6'4.5", but on the court he'll be between like 6'5.5" and 6'6". He's already 215 pounds and he has a 6'10.5" wingspan. He already has a really great frame for a modern point guard in today's game. Now to the pick and roll. He is extremely versatile. I've been very impressed with how comfortable and creative he is in the pick and roll at such a young age. He acts like a pro already. He can make a good pass and a good read. He's a really good decision maker. He has elite scoring instincts. He can hit the floater over the big man. He can blow by his man or outpower them to the basket. He can take a pull-up jumper and even more. Like, he really is very versatile in the pick and roll. And the way that he dances around the pick and roll sometimes, weaving in and out of traffic, it really does look like Cade Cunningham. And my favorite part about what he does in the pick and roll is his playmaking. So let's start there. Dylan Harper has very, very good court vision, and he can get the ball to you any way that you need. Swing passes, he can get the ball to the middle of the defense, good entry passes, skip passes, driving kick situations, outlet passes, and transition. Like, he's got it all. He can be super flashy with tough passes, not like a Trey Johnson, but he can be very fundamental and flashy at the same time. He had a 33% usage percentage with only 2 turnovers a game. I'm not tripping over 2.4 turnovers a game. He was literally Rutgers' system. And another thing I'd really like to highlight is his ability to penetrate the defense, make them collapse, and then using his great court vision to set up his teammates. And he's even shown the ability to be just a point guard and be patient and make good decisions. He's got a very, very nice handle. He's got that in and out move that he uses that's just so tough. And he legitimately splits the defense like he's a 10-year vet. Like, it's insane. Another thing I really liked about his playmaking throughout the season is there were points where he was literally just force feeding Ace Bailey. And out of a point guard, sometimes that's just what you need. One thing about him is he's not really a crazy twitchy and explosive guy, but he definitely can be. He's got a stronger frame more than a shifty kind of guy frame, but he can in fact reject a screen and burst to the basket. He definitely has a burst to him. And this is the perfect place to transition over to his finishing ability because it might be the most impressive part about his scoring ability. He is an extremely efficient inside scorer at the rim. He shot 70% at the rim. As a 19-year-old freshman, that's just insane. He is very creative in the lane. He can use his pivot feet really well in the lane with patience. And he's a very strong finisher. He can be very aggressive at times. And the thing about strong finishers is that they get to the free throw line. Throughout his rookie season, he got to the free throw line 5 times a game and he was shooting 75%. And another really small thing about him finishing and getting to the basket is sometimes he makes some really nice cuts to the basket. He's not anything crazy off ball. Whenever he gives effort, he's very good, but there are just points where he's not giving enough effort off ball. Now, when it comes to his shooting ability, he is not a very efficient three-point shooter or a very efficient mid-range shooter. From 3 on 5 attempts a game, he only shot 33%, but there were times through the season where he went through some really good stretches, especially in the second half, showing the ability to be a good jump shooter. He just needs to get the efficiency to come around. As a freshman guard who is really the system of Rutgers offense, I'm not really tripping about him not being super efficient. I'm just glad that he has shown flashes of a player that can get hot and can hit those threes, deep threes especially. And remember, he's not hitting, oh, I'm open, hit me, catch and shoot type threes. Like, he is taking very tough shots. And like I mentioned, he has really good footwork on the interior and finishing situations, but his footwork on jump shots and pull-ups is almost like inconsistent. Sometimes it looks like butter, other time he looks a little off balance, but there was some times where he made some really nice off balance mid-range shots, but I would just like to see him be more consistent with his base jump shot. His lower half, the base of his jump shot, it really looks like Jared McCain. I don't really know how to describe the upper half, but the bottom half looks like Jared McCain. His mid-range pull-up looks really nice. It was extremely inefficient, but he definitely did look fairly comfortable in pull-up situations. I don't have any stats to prove this, but it almost felt like he was more comfortable in pull-up situations than he was catch and shoot. And as a point guard that has the ball in his hands most of the game, I mean, that makes sense. Again, I don't have any stats to prove that. That's just what my eyes see, but yeah. If you're still here and enjoying the video, make sure to hit that like button. If I hit a high note, you could exchange it for a like. Don't copyright me, please. And another thing about his shooting ability, whenever we talk about players coming out of college, it's sometimes that you have to worry about, are they going to be able to extend their range to the NBA three-point line? I'm not worried about that at all for Dylan Harper. We saw him hit some really deep threes throughout the season. And that's enough for my specifics on the offensive side. Now I want to get over to the defensive side. We're just going to be really quick with this. He has the tools to be a very good defender. He's got long arms, a taller frame, a strong body. His thing is just, is he going to constantly give effort on the defensive side? There were points where we saw him locking up his defenders. But one thing about him on the defensive side is he's kind of got slow feet. Like, he doesn't have slow feet because he's a very quick guy. But whenever he's sliding his feet, trying to slide with a defender, there are times where I just felt like whenever he gets into the league and he has to guard a stronger, a faster point guard, he might struggle to keep them in front of him. But like I said, he has all the tools in the world that he needs to be a good defender. It's just, is he going to constantly give the effort that he needs? Off ball, defensively, he really isn't anything special, but on the ball, he absolutely can lock up for a possession when he needs to. But like I said, people in the league aren't going to be playing like he might actually get cooked sometimes. Now let's get to some of the last things, the miscellaneous things that I have for him. I liked him in transition a lot. As we know, he is a really good finisher, like I mentioned earlier, so he has the ability to get up in transition and finish tough, but also he is a very good playmaker, so he can make an extra pass, good read, stuff like that, outlet passes. Like, he is a very good option in transition. Another very small thing that I want to mention real quick is I don't think he's had any major injuries, so he seems very durable. He's not prone to injuries either, like a high flyer, like a John Morant or something like that. Like, we don't need to worry about that. He's not trying to go up and dunk on you every play. Another thing that I really like to mention is that Rutgers kind of really sucked, but it definitely wasn't his fault at all, or Ace Bailey's. I was thinking about doing an Ace Bailey video. I'm gonna tell you right now that it's not gonna happen. It's just so hard to get a hold of Rutgers film without paying like a ridiculous amount of money. Another small thing just worth mentioning, I mean, he's the son of a 5-time NBA champion, Ron Harper. Assuming that he trained a lot with his pops, I mean, it makes sense why he's such a good decision maker and why he's so advanced for his age. I'm not trying to take anything away from him saying that, you know, that's just because his dad's Ron Harper, but I'm just saying it probably did help. Another thing I want to mention real quick is in other drafts where there isn't an 18-year-old that could potentially be a defensive superstar and an offensive superstar in Cooper Flagg, he really could be a #1 overall pick. Like, if he was a freshman last season and he was going into the draft last season, he literally would have been picked #1 overall over Zachary Rissache, Stephon Castle, all those guys. And the last thing that I thought is kind of crazy is we literally have the exact same birthday, March 2nd, 2006. Like, we were born on the exact same day, not just the day, like the year too. So we are literally the same age. So that kind of just puts things into perspective. And I like to really highlight this when we talk about young players, which is who I really only talk about. But like, these guys are so young. So if there are things that you don't like about their game or you don't think will translate, like they have plenty of time to fix those things. So let's say, like, worst case scenario, he can't get his shooting under control ever. Teams are going to go underneath the screens and make him shoot the ball. He is 19 years old. After 3 or 4 years, he should be able to shoot the ball. And at that point, he's only like 23 years old. So it's like, okay, great. Now we have a fully developed Dylan Harper that can score at all 3 levels efficiently. You might agree with me with some things. Diehard Rutgers fans, if you're up in here, you probably know more than I do about them, because realistically, I wasn't sitting up here. I didn't watch 10 Rutgers games through the season. Like, there are better things I could do with my day than sit up here and watch the Rutgers play. But yeah, those were just some of the things that I wanted to highlight today. I really do think that he is a very good prospect and he could be a really great NBA player. I'm not really going to talk much about what I think about him with the Spurs and like how that's going to work, because that's another thing that, like, I just don't know how that's going to work. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens. But if you're the Spurs, you don't draft for fit. You don't go draft another guy because you don't think that he's going to fit well with your team. Then you end up with a James Wiseman type situation instead of drafting LaMelo Ball. But yeah, that's all I got for Dylan Harper today. So let's get to the last segment of the day, the best segment of the day. That's the comment of the day. If you're not aware what the comment of the day is, the comment of the day is my favorite comment from the previous video. It can be a topic, question, statement, whatever you want. I don't care. Sports, basketball, life. I mean, literally, I don't care. It's my favorite comment. Before we get to the comment of the day, I'd like to say, can we stop commenting about my eyebrows? They've gotten a ridiculous amount. No hate to any of the people that have commented about them, but like, come on, bro. Like, I'm not hiding my eyebrows. I didn't paint them. I didn't tape them. They are real. I'm not wearing a wig, a toupee, none of that. Let's be done with this. This comment of the day means a lot to me because you get the vision. You completely understand what I'm trying to do with my platform and what I'm trying to grow this to be. This comment of the day is going to be from Gamer X's. I want to say before I even start, I really appreciate you. Like, I really, really do. I just want to say that your content is top tier. The NBA world has revolved around superstars, trades, and Showtime, but what you're doing hits different. It's like something we didn't even realize until you showed us. The way your love for the game comes through is unreal respect. Would love to see an analysis of Denny of Dia. There will in fact be a Denny of Dia video. I'm not going to say it's going to be my next video. I already know what the next one is going to be. That's going to be AJ Johnson. But I definitely want to do a Denny of Dia video. And the reason I wanted to highlight this is the comment of the day, because you get the vision. Like, you get the idea. I'm literally just like you. Like, I'm just an NBA fan. I'm tired of only hearing about the Lakers during the regular season. I'm tired of the NBA highlighting Bronny James over the other better rookies that we have in the class. That's not me hating on Bronny. I think he's going to be a great NBA player one day. But right now, it doesn't make sense for him to be the focal point of NBA media. The people that cover the game, like, they just upset me. Like, I think it's just bad for the game whenever people come up here and just talk trash all day, and all they want to talk about is the top markets and the top players. I know that's not what everybody cares about, because I don't care about that. Like, the people that I make videos about are very niche. Like, I'll keep referencing this, the Eve Misi video. Again, I'm sure that wasn't like, oh, there's an Eve Misi video, I'm gonna click on this. But like, I'm sure there were Pelicans fans that were like, nobody else has covered our rookie, so I'm glad somebody's doing it. So I'm sure there was just somebody happy about it. So it's just stuff like that that I love. Like, I just love doing the stuff that other people aren't talking about, because these players put all this work in and they don't get any recognition. We just give it all to the same people every single season and the same teams. Again, thank you very much for the comment. I am very glad that somebody else could see the vision and just see what I'm trying to do here. That's really all we got for today's video. I think we didn't hit 3K subs until after my last video. So I want to say thank you to everybody that subscribed, watches, likes, comments, any of that stuff. Thank you very much. It really, like, it means a lot to me. We were able to hit 3K so fast. Like, it felt like I just hit 2,000 like last week. So yeah, thank you guys for all the love. This means more than anything else that I got going on. So yeah, like I mentioned, AJ Johnson video coming up hot. Hopefully I want to do that video Friday or Saturday, so make sure to keep an eye out for that. I'm gonna have a good time with that one for surely. So yeah, I'm gonna see y'all in the next video, man. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like, the comment, the sub, post notifications if that's what you want. If you don't have to. If you don't want to do any of that, you don't have to. It's up to you, free will. But if you did, I'd really appreciate it. So yeah, again, thank you very much for staying to the end of the video, and I'm gonna see you on the next one, man. Peace out.